$100,000 to the organizing committee of the Jarab Burin Cultural Festival. Our manager has more on that presentation done on behalf of President Jammeh.
The gesture came following a request by the community of Jarab Burin, who solicited support from President Jammeh to host this event. The annual Burin Cultural Festival is meant to showcase some of our cultures and tradition. The Deputy Permanent Secretary Office of the President, Ismaila Sanyang, hailed the community of Jarab Burin for initiating an event he believes will go a long way in strengthening the tourism sector. The National Assembly member for Jara Central, Honorable Bafai Saidikan, underscored the importance of the program. He expressed appreciation to President Jammeh for generously contributing towards the successful organization of the festival that presents our true African values. The Vice Chairman of the Burin Cultural Festival, Abdul Dabo, who described the event as a unique one, expressed similar sentiments and thanked Professor Jammeh for the kind gesture. For the Director of Performing Arts, National Council for Arts and Culture, Sheikh Omar Jallo, the Burin Cultural Festival is one of the 4 recognized festivals identified by the NCAC to be included in the national calendar of events due to the successes registered during its last year's program. The annual Kose Festival, according to Mr. Jallo, is one of the few programs that features varieties of masquerades in line with the NCAC efforts to introduce cultural tourism. The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Aja Aissatou said he reiterated the importance President Jammeh attaches to promoting our culture and tradition, hence the presentation of this handsome donation meant to review our culture for the benefit of future generation. Madam Jai Saidi commended the community of Jarab Burin for coming up with such an event and called on all to support the initiative. Mama Jai, GRTS.
The Governor of Central River Region, Alhaji Gani Toure, has presided over the opening of a new police station in the CRR settlement of Firdaus as part of activities marking the Gambia's 48 years of nationhood. Babakar Kamar reports that the community-driven development is born out of efforts to contain cases of armed robbery in the area.
We are doing this opening ceremony marking the 48th anniversary of our independence.
He stood as a pillar surviving a will and hegemony propagated by his late father as an illustrious son and marabu. His village has been spurred with increasing attacks by armed robbers, calling for his philanthropic magnanimity.
It was in 2008 that the chief, there was a lot of armed robberies around this area, cattle raiding, drug trafficking, other forms of criminalities. So upon gathering that intelligence, we decided to have a police post. So in the year 2009, the Marabu became so much impressed about the performance of the police. So he decided to come up with such a project.
Okay. One thing I can say, for every good individual, and you consider yourself a citizen of the Gambia, you have a duty to contribute your own quota. We would normally say in our local languages, what have you said, what have you done, what have you left behind?
With the new police station serving initially as a police post, a sudden call for community policing initiative, he continued, inspires his move. For a community without proper security unfit a society he represents, the practicing Marabu told me.
We used to be disturbed by armed robbers and drug cartels. I was told about the problem and I decided to take it upon myself to again support the construction of this police station in addition to the one at Bansa. My aim is to enhance the security of my people.
Armed robbery is a very heinous crime. It's a very terrible crime. So having a police station here definitely would be a deterrent measure, because the robbers know that there's a police post, police station here. Now the route they've been using is automatically seized.
As the country takes 48 and moments of independence still gaining momentum, Firdaus and surrounding villages are not only boasting for a station that will adjudicate criminal proceedings, but as well contribute to civil issues that are currently more prone to surface, for the criminal is yet far. Babakar Kamara, GRTS.
Bafra Medical Center, with support from the UNFPA, Wednesday unveiled an intervention dubbed the Empowerment Project in Medina Center, Lower River Region. The project, as we hear in this report by Abdullah Baji, is anchored in reducing sexual and reproductive health vulnerabilities of women through social and economic empowerment.
Bafra Medical Center, with the help of UNFPA, is inducting a pilot intervention to economically empower women in the Kiang East District in the villages of Jenyer, Kayav, Medina Sancha, Sade Samba, Munkutala, Njolfen, and Toranka Banta. The objective of the project is to empower women of childbearing age through increase in their income and to enhance their access to productive health knowledge. As a contributing factor towards the attainment of the Millennium Development Goal targets of drastic reduction of maternal mortality rate by the year 2015. With that motive, Bafra Medical Center induct an information and empowering center in Medina Sancha village, well equipped with furniture and television, purposely for sensitization and group discussions among women pertaining to their sexual and reproductive health. Ali Usar, representative of the UNFPA officer in charge, outlined that the project launched today is an initiative of UNFPA implemented by Bafro with the support of the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. The main objective of the project is to reduce maternal mortality rate by minimizing delay in accessing reproductive health services. He further dilated that if women are economically empowered and with ample knowledge on sexual and reproductive health, it will enable them improve the health standards of their families. Sexual and reproductive health being a major concern in the country's health delivery system, Bafra Medical Center is in the meantime looking forward to opening other information centers in other villages of Kiang East District. For GRTS News, I am Abdullah Baji.
Well, from that, we'll now take our first break. We'll be right back. Over to news from outside the Gambia now. Kenyans will go to the polls Monday, March 4th, to elect a new president. And ahead of the ballot, a group known as the Community of Internet Fans in Nairobi has developed a network system they believe will help in monitoring electoral fraud and incidents of violence. The new development can also be used to track hate messages, pictures, and articles on the internet. More in the CFI report.
This building is the headquarters of the Community of Internet Fans in Nairobi, or geeks as they are popularly referred to. This is where they meet up and do projects together. iHub they call it. You have to be a member to get in. With the elections coming up on the 4th of March, our geeks put together a network they named Uchaguzi. They are getting mobilized to make sure the elections are free, fair and transparent. Their main weapon is a software developed here in Kenya and already in use elsewhere in the world for crisis situations. The software draws a map of different types of events in real time, events like ballot boxes being filled up illegally or incidents of violence. A team takes charge of finding the exact location of each incident.
For example, like around over 10 towns in Kenya have a place called Milimani or Majengo. So when you find such a place, you really have to ask out further, like, okay, this is the Majengo in which town exactly? Here we have 4 reports. And then you can zoom in to get the individual reports.
The information is transmitted via texto or internet. Before verification, they are issued with a note that says unverified. Another team made up of 1,000 observers and supervisors then controls on the ground the magnitude of the situation.
When the incident has happened or that the information is accurate, and then once the information is verified, then from this end it can be loaded up onto the website for action.
Uchaguzi works with the police, the Electoral Commission and the Red Cross, which then give an appropriate response. Another aspect of these geeks' commitment is the surveillance of the internet media to spot dangerous speech